just received a message on Instagram.
What does it say?
Here, take a look.
Good question. How about we both take a trip to space to answer that question?
I heard your conversation from my home in space. Would you like to ride in my spaceship to visit space? I know I live there, but I'd love to join to learn more about my home.
That sounds fun! Are you ready for a space adventure, Em?
Yes, let's get started.
Our first destination, the Sun. We've arrived at the Sun. Did you know that the Sun isn't a planet but actually a giant star? It is the center of our solar system.
If you're wondering, a solar system is made of the sun and all other smaller objects around it, such as planets, comets, etc. There are 8 planets in our solar system.
If we name the planets in order from the Sun, they will be Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
How about Pluto? Isn't it a planet?
Pluto is known as a dwarf planet. It is smaller than the Earth's moon.
The first 4 planets closest to the Sun are rocky planets, while the furthest 4 are gas planets. All gas planets have rings made of ice and dust. Do you know which planet has the largest rings? Well, keep watching to find out.
We should also mention that most planets have different number of moons. For example, planet Earth only has 1 moon, but Neptune has 14. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Em?
Nope.
Then let's visit the first planet, Mercury.
Did you guys know that Mercury is one of the 2 planets who have 0 moons, and it is the smallest planet in our solar system? Hello, Venus. What is interesting about you?
Well, like Mercury, Venus also doesn't have a moon. Did you know that 1 day on Venus is equal to 1 year on Earth?
What? That is fascinating! Did you notice, T, that it's hotter in Venus than in Mercury, even though it's further from the Sun compared to Mercury?
It is! Let's go to the next planet, our beloved Earth.
Well, did you know, T, that Earth is where we human lives?
Seriously, Em? Anyways, in our next videos, we will talk more in detail about Earth. For now, let's move to the next planet.
And Mars, here we are. But why is it red?
Didn't you know that Mars is known as the red planet? It's because its dust is rich in iron, which gives it a nice red color.
Oh, interesting.
Did you also know that there is an asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter that orbits the Sun? It kind of divides the rocky planets from the gas planets. There are millions and millions of asteroids in this belt.
But what are asteroids, T?
Asteroids are small rocky objects that orbit the Sun, Em. And now, let's move to Jupiter. Dear Jupiter. Well, first, Jupiter has 63 moons. Yes, 63. It is the biggest planet in our whole solar system.
Wow, I feel like an ant compared to Jupiter.
Next is Saturn.
Hey T, look! Saturn has very big rings. I think they are the biggest compared to the other gas planets.
Why aren't we landing on Saturn, Mr. Alien?
Since Saturn is mostly made of gases, we cannot stand on it. Did you know that Saturn would float on water?
Whoa!
Let's visit Uranus now.
It's freezing here. We should have brought our coats with us.
Well, Uranus is known for being the coldest planet in our solar system for a reason. It's also known as the sideways planet because it's the only planet that orbits the Sun sideways.
Can we move to Neptune now? I'm freezing.
Yes, let's go! Oh, look, T! Neptune is blue. I believe this bluish color is because of the presence of a gas called mercury.
You're right. Also, did you notice Neptune isn't as cold as Uranus, even though it's the farthest planet from the sun?
Interesting. Now that we've visited all the planets, we should talk about our galaxy. A galaxy is a large collection of billions of stars, gas, dust, and their solar systems. A galaxy is held together by gravity. Galaxies can be spiral, elliptical, or irregular in shape.
We are part of the Milky Way galaxy. It's called this because we can see part of it in the night sky as a lighter band of stars, kind of like spilled milk. Our galaxy is spiral and our solar system is right here, right at the outer arm of the spiral.
And now it's experiment time! We will be doing the fizzling moon experiment. For this experiment, you will need some baking powder, food coloring, a spray bottle filled with vinegar, and 3 cups of water, and finally a bowl. First, add as much baking powder as you need. Then, fill your water with food coloring. You can choose any color you'd like. We chose blue, purple, and green. To make the purple color, make sure to mix blue and red together. Mix the water really well. Remember that the food color mixture will be lighter when poured on the baking powder, so make sure to add a lot of food coloring if you want darker moons. Slowly pour your food coloring mixture into the baking powder. Then start mixing until you have a very crumbly texture. Just like this. There you go. And now, add as much of glitter as you want. The more sparklers, the better. We also choose to make another green moon at the side. Be as creative as you want. Then take your mixture and squeeze it into a round ball. We added some indents to make it look more like the moon. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just make it as you want it. Once your moon balls are formed, put them in the freezer for 20 minutes. Once your moon balls are ready, take them out and put them back into the bowl. You can spray it with vinegar, or if you're impatient like us, you can pour the vinegar on top. And now, sit back and watch the moon fizzle. Isn't that so cool? Look at this! Listen to it! I guess that's all we had to share with you guys. That was a fun adventure, don't you think, T?
Yeah, it was very interesting. I hope you enjoyed the lesson today, everyone, and see you in our next video. Bye!
Bye!
Come back soon!